Man City take on Aston Villa, 12:30 kickoff tomorrow. Some breaking news is that they've suffered another injury blow, and Ruben Diaz is now going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks. But John Stones is back, but they've got another injury blow to Ruben Diaz. Don, how do we see Man City getting on tomorrow away at Aston Villa? And by the way, just throw this out there, in their last 8 away games, they've lost 7. Sorry, in the last 7 away games, they've lost 6 and drawn 1.
It's easy to analyze, Terry, man. Like, we have to take off our little Man City cap and just look at them objectively. And right now, Man City are in relegation form. You know, they're in tatters in midfield. Diaz has been one of their better defenders this year. He's out injured at the minute. You know what I mean? We're seeing Rico Lewis just getting, like I said the other week, ragdolled in attack. We don't know where their goals are going to come from. But when you look at Aston Villa, yes, they haven't been on the best form like recently. They should be doing better than what they've been doing. But at least they can put out a balanced lineup. This is the problem that Man City have right now, Terry. I said this to you last week when you played them as well. I said they lack balance in their team, especially their midfield. You know, a midfield of Kamara, you got McGinn, Rodgers, you know, Onana. I don't know if he's fit. I think he's back now. These man running through that midfield, bro, it's going to be problems. And you've got Duran on good form right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't see Man City walking away with a W, man. If they beat Aston Villa as they are right now, then that's going to be a massive 3 points for them. But honestly, I don't see anything other than the Villa win. I think they're going to beat them comfortably as well.
Grealish, you're not going to say anything.
Listen, the Man City thing, I think it's sad, man. It's sad to see a great club.
Why? Hang on. Whoa. What do you mean it's sad to see?
Listen, this is a club that have helped this football league from stopping Arsenal winning it, right? I will always be grateful. True. I will always be grateful to that football club, and to see them now where they are, man. And it's unfortunate the way it's happening as well. The level of injuries, something's up there. To have this level of injuries, it can't just be bad luck. We've seen it before with clubs like Chelsea, Man United. When you've had your injuries, you know, you've looked at the coaches, you've looked at. I don't know if Pep's doing something differently. I don't know if there's a new coach or a coach. I can't explain what is going on. It can't just be bad luck, man. But yeah, look, hopefully they bounce back. I would like to see someone different win the league this year. I would like to see Liverpool win the league. I would. Chelsea would be funny if they won the league, because I think Arsenal would be in the mud even more. But to see Don would be insufferable to another level if Chelsea won the league. But Liverpool, I'm right. In the league. But we need Man City as that insurance just in case these teams drop off.
No, not anymore, Lawless. There was an insurance when I was in the mud. Yeah, whilst things at home had to be sorted out. Now things at home are starting to be sorted out, bro. Good riddance, Man City, bro. I want them to go back to the old days, like I keep telling you, right? I want them to get from bad to worse. I want them to finish mid-table, in fact. Yeah, this form right now is relegation form, Lawless.
And why are you such a hater on Man City? Like,
I'm a hater now, bro. Because, I had to be a lover of them before, because they were the lesser of two evils. I couldn't let Arsenal win the league. Liverpool are unbearable as well, their fan base, right? Obviously, United were nowhere near it as it was. So Man City, like, bro, they win the league. I don't see any Man City fans around me. There's no noise. You know what I'm trying to say? But now that my team's good again, bro, of course I want them mudded. I don't care about them right now. I hope Aston Villa beat them. You know what I'm saying? I hope they beat them and just get them further away from me. So I'm glad Staffy and Terry did me a favor last week. I'm 7 points above them right now.
There's no chance.
I'm just here to help them end them, bro. And I helped you guys last week. But
please.
But Diaz was shocking in that game. So
it doesn't matter. He's injured now anyways.
Yeah, he's injured now. But you know what I mean? He was shocking to get Stones back. They need to get past this court date that they've got, right? So they know where they are one way or another. And they need to get through that January transfer window and get a DM, try and bolster the side, and get back to the drawing. Sell Grealish. I'm sorry, Grealish. I see him in that man. Useless, absolutely useless.
You know, every time anyone cooks Grealish, I always see Terry's face just light up.
Do you know what it is? Staffy did the thing earlier about Solanke. Listen. I'm only being shameless with it. I don't really mean this, so my haters, calm down. But we all make certain predictions, and when I was calling this man Luke Chadwick, people thought I was being disrespectful. Yes, I was to Luke Chadwick. Like this, again, I'm being a bit facetious. It's just not been good enough for them, and I feel a bit sad about it as well because I really like him as a player. It's not that I don't like Jack Grealish. A whole year without a goal at for most of that time at the best club in the world, it don't make sense. It don't make sense when you think about it, right? Anthony is dog poo, but even he pops up with a goal every now and then. And he is off. If Anthony can score some goals, how comes Grealish can't? It makes because Grealish is a much better footballer. So therefore, his underachievement is 10 times worse.
Yeah, but Grealish was never really even a shooter at Villa. Like, he was more, he used to get a couple goals here and there, but he was more like the guy that would get the pass before the pass. Everything would go for him. Everything would go for him.
Pre-assister hype.
Yeah, he was the one that was like behind the striker and would kind of just have a free roll. Hold on, Lawless. And he never used to get many goals playing in that position where he had more freedom. Now he's even in a worse position, Terry, where he's left wing and he's got a manager that's telling him, yo, retain that ball. Retain that ball.
He's just a robot.
Obviously, Pep will tell him, take a man on. But for me, I just think Grealish left wing, the angles aren't the same as playing centrally, bro. That's why you see him playing a lot better when he's down the middle because he's a lot more comfortable there.
I saw him in the middle 2 games ago. 2 games ago for City, and he wasn't just pants. He was a pair of dirty, old, stinky, skid mark.
But then look how good he was for England, bro, in that role when he played there against Ireland, bro. He was very good in that position.
Oh, that's against. I don't want to be disrespectful. My son might be watching. That's Ireland, bruv.
Yeah, but it was a better setup. The point that I'm making is the team was kind of set up better, innit? So listen, end of the day, I'm not taking away blame from Grealish because end of the day, you've got to go out there and put out some end product, bro. If you're playing up top, if you're playing in attack, you need to put up assists, you need to put up goals as well, right? But at the same time, you got to look at Pep, bro. I'm glad that Palmer's run away from there as well because Palmer might have been just confined in an area where he can't even do much. You know what I'm trying to say? So this should be a lesson to a lot of players that want to go to Man City and that. If you want to go Man City and you're real attacking threat, bro, just be ready for Pep to limit your game, innit?
Oh, bro, when I won't blame Pep though, sorry, Staffy. When I won't blame Pep for this, in reality, is Pep didn't limit the game of Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling balled out. He didn't limit Riyad Mahrez. Amazing. Doku isn't limited. He just can't. He hasn't got a good final ball or shot. Savio is cooking, man. He just hasn't had the final ball yet. If he hasn't limited those wingers, I don't believe the notion that he literally sits all these wingers down and goes, guys, go out there and express yourselves. You dribble, you make those runs. Did it? Grealish, just sit on the wing and do nothing, please. I just don't imagine
Grealish ain't a winger, though. Everyone else that you've mentioned is a winger. For me, Grealish ain't a winger, bro. He's more of a 10.
Man, though. He can beat a man.
But that's what I'm saying.
His game used to be picking up the ball from the wings to drive central, and he doesn't get to do that with City like that. He's drive central. Hang on, when you say drive central where? Drive central to the middle of the pitch or centrally into the box? Centrally into the box. Or the middle of the pitch. We've seen him do it with Villa.
But Doku does that. Doku picked up the ball, cuts on the inside, and then drives into the box. Why can't Grealish do it? He did it he was doing that for Villa.
Here's the thing: we have to. Doku is a much better one-on-one winger than him. Like that's his game. That's why they signed him. When they signed him from, I forgot where he played in
was
France.
it not? What do you call it?
Where did he play? Was it Lille?
Yeah. They got him from. Is it Rennes or Lille?
So, one of those teams. Anyways, he had one of the best take-on stats in that season before they signed him. Like I know he's a one-on-one. I'm still one of your lines. He's a one-on-one demon. Like I know that's his game. That's not what Grealish does. Like we all watched Grealish against Villa, and we all wanted Grealish in our teams at that time because he was so good. He was never that GA guy. I don't think City ever suited him. Fair enough, he played a good role in that season where they won the treble, but he was always going to be that guy that plays just a limited role in a bigger machine. You know what I'm saying? And he did it once, but since that machine, the whole machine started looking worse.
And I understand
that. At him, you're like, where's the 100 million?
For me,
that's never 100 million worth.
Yeah, but that's just the thing. Every other player that's been bought for a lot of money is judged based on their asking price. No one's ever gone You know, Maguire was really only a 40 million pound player, so I'm not going to judge him at 85 million. No one ever goes, Anthony, I know he was 90 million, but we're going to judge him as the 25 million that he was worth at the time. No one does that. No one did it to Enzo Fernandez or Caicedo when they were playing poorly. So I'm just going to be honest. I'm keeping that same energy for Jack Grealish, and I won't yield on that. You were bought for 100 million to be a bit part player who's meant to create space for others. I think you could probably spend 30 million pound for that, if I'm being honest.
Terry, I've just gone through all his seasons basically at Villa. This man never scored more than 6 goals in the league, bro.
He was never a GA guy. Yeah?
He was never a shooter. He was never a shooter. Like that's what I'm saying. He was more of a facilitator.
One in a year is still dog shit. Come on, let's be real. None in a year.
Of course, nice. It's bad, isn't it? It's bad.
It's as bad as Gabriel Jesus. Who, by the way, is not. I know it says striker on his CV, but he ain't a striker either, right? Do you know what I mean? So
no. Told us now they got the striker sorted.
In 1920, he scored 8 goals. I think that's the most goals he's scored for Villa. He scored 8 goals in 1920, 6 assists. So that was the most, I think.
I loved him as a player. I was gutted when he went City because I really wanted him at United. I'm doing a great ability. Wonderful technique, excellent player. I just don't think I just never thought he was right for City. I never thought he was right for City.
He leaves this summer.
Yeah, I think he does. I think he goes. But
I just look at it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, listen. I've said all this. Hang on, but I've said all this. I'd take him at United. I still take him.
I wouldn't take him.
No, I'm joking. No, I wouldn't now. But I'm not too sure where he'll go personally. Viewers, so in terms of predictions for this game, I'm going to say this: Aston Villa's midfield, they're at home. First of all, gives them a massive advantage. They've got pacey, skillful, technical, powerful strikers that can finish. They've got a midfield with excellent technique, wonderful engines, and more power than City's right now. And they have a good defensive backline. City are in the worst run of form in their Premier League history. This great City team has never been in a mess like this. Pep is only able to eat soup because he can't digest food with the stress. He's scratching his head, breaking chairs, fighting fans in the street. There's all sorts of... There's even rumors. Now, these are rumors, and I'm saying I don't think they're real. I saw LB... But there's rumors that he's been caught cheating. I don't think he has, by the way. I just think that it's all going so wrong. Mad things are being said.
Do you not think that speaks to him as a... Because I think people bring that up as a way to knock Pep. But I think that speaks to his winning mentality. You know what I mean? Like, how much he wants to win. And how...
I do and I don't. And the reason I say it is this. That's the type of thing a leader should never show. I think in life, at all levels, if you've got, imagine whether it's a teacher at school, your dad when you're a kid, or you being the dad of children, you leading people in a real serious place of work, whatever it may be, there's a time where, you know what, you've got to be a bit of a swan or a duck, where underneath the surface, the legs might be going like the clappers, but on the surface, you want to be looking cool, calm, and collected. I don't think you can be sitting in an interview saying, this run of form has given me IBS, I can't sleep and I can't eat. Because that's sending a terrible message into those players that he ain't got no idea. He's got no ideas to a point where he's got the runs every day and can't eat food. So I get your point. I think it shows how much he wants it. I agree. But you should keep these things behind closed doors.